G'day guys, welcome back to the Thirsty Mason, the wine show that your stepsister watches when she's stuck inside the bathtub. Now, we're going on to the Côte de Rhone, and part of the hollow echo in the background, that's on me. You see, in Australia at the moment, it's coming down to the end of winter, and we end up doing a whole bunch of backburning in order to prevent catastrophic events like the Great Fires that you guys must obviously have heard of at the end of a couple of years ago. That was a nasty, nasty Christmas for everyone. Anyway, in we go. The big combatants. The Rhone Valley versus Australia, in particular the Barossa. Now, you notice at the end of my plug in my last video, I had it going up against Barossa Inc. Now, that was actually a mistake on my behalf, because what I'm trying to compare it to is the Côte de Rhone villages, and that's a GSM, and that's a straight Shiraz. So trying to compare them would have been, not exactly like equivalent. So I went through my cellar and picked up the triplet by Tim Smith, a Barossa GSM. Barossa versus the Côte de Rhone, both the exact same wine styles. Okay, that's a 2020 vintage, whereas this is a, how old is this boy? A 20, Christ almighty, where the hell is it? 2018. Nah, close enough. 2 years, it's got 2 years on it. I'm quite confident in the fact that my triplet can match it or beat it. I've never once tried this wine, so let's check out Bompas. Both combatants, let's get them ready. First and foremost, let's crack the Bompas, and yet again, very impressed that France is picking up the whole screw cap concept. Only took a couple hundred years, and in we go with a beautiful Bompas. Okay. She's a big mate. Would you believe that this looks almost identical to the Burgundy Pinot Noir that we had the other day? See what I mean? Like if I was in a blind tasting, it would have been hard for me to tell. It looks almost identical. Bon pass. And let's check out my sexy triplet, GSM. Now, what you might not know about me is GSM is my favorite red wine blend of all time. Alrighty. Try and look at the color, try and look at the edge. You know what? They're remarkably similar. Like, remarkably so. I can't tell anything on the eye. The legs, we're talking 14.5% for both. These are big wines. Just trying to get as much air as I possibly can to both of them. Oh, wow. Bon pass. Yeah, I want a bon pass on that one. Holy moly. Holy moly. Shit. Alright. Oh, fuck. I thought this was going to be an easy clear-cut victory for Australia. This is fucking good. Okay, I got a beautiful characteristic like pepperiness from a beautiful warm climate. The most elegant nose of like berries. It's oaked in the most elegant way possible. I'm getting just that beautiful, beautiful gentle woodiness. It smells very, very gentle, but it's got enough on the nose that wants you to dive in. You can really see those legs, they're just coming out, you know? Man. Like usually with GSM, I always advertise going for like red meats, but this smells so elegant that I think it would like a cheese platter, you know, with maybe a bit of charcuterie on it, because that is just delightful. I'm just trying to like list it down. This is such a beautiful wine. Like at $22, it's quite a bargain. In fact, they had a special one at the moment where I got two for 30, which why not? I figured I'd keep one in the cellar, and worst case scenario, it goes to the vinegar pot, which is $15. But my gosh, this is just charming in every way. You can bottle that perfume and just spray it on anyone. It'll be beautiful. Okay, Barossa. Dude, it's hard, eh? I think France takes us on the nose. That is immense. This is like jammy. You get that beautiful timber, but it doesn't leap out at you like this. This dances in the glass and jumps out, and it's really quite sexy. Whereas this, yeah, wow, just wow. Because I love this wine. Okay, I didn't think that that any GSM could really beat it at its price point, and then they dropped this on me. Bon pass. Wow. Okay. Well, I'm gonna taste this first. Our beautiful Barossa, because I want to build up the excitement for my bon pass. Actually, here we go. Oh, juicy. Very clean. No harsh tannins. There was harsher tannins in the bottle of Burgundy, a Pinot Noir, than there are in this. This is so big. You're talking 14.5% heavy duty, big quality red wine, and all those huge flavors smashed together into one gigantic wave, and it's balanced. How? Opens up fruit, that dryness, that taste of leather, that beautiful like depth, like it still keeps going. It gives it to me nice and gently throughout the whole palate, and it doesn't just sit on the tongue. It spreads through different parts. The tip of the tongue that can taste the sweetness, and the sides of the tongue that can get that dryness, and it creates juice in your mouth. It's beautiful. Now I'm just drinking. I'm freaking terrible. All right. That is a winner. I've always thought it was a winner. Tim Smith is one of the most experienced winemakers in Australia, bar none. Now let's check out the Rhone Valley, who I thought was going to be the underdog on the cards, because I've never really gone out of my way to buy Rhone Valley purely because I live in Australia. Okay. When it comes down to Shiraz, pound for pound, I think we had the best market for it, but this is just on the nose, so delightful. Oh man. Cheers. Man, that's a bigger wine. Same percentage of alcohol. This has more impact on the palate. You know what? I think they designed this to age a lot more. Mate, it's beautiful. You're talking 2018. Smells elegant, tastes elegant, but it doesn't go down as easy as this. Yeah, same flavor profile, the berries, everything. But the big difference is it is hotter on the palate at the moment, where it's drying out my tongue. Like this needs something more to go with it to clean up the like to really clean it up and make it palatable in its young age. But ultimately, like this has the capacity to sit down for a couple of years comfortably. I think, don't get me wrong, the triplet has the capacity to sit down for a couple of years too. But when I say a couple of years, I'm talking like a maximum of 5 before it starts to get ruined, like we've seen inside our Cheap Reds video. I think Tim Smith crafted this as an example of to drink right bloody now in its youth, where all the freshness is involved, where Bonpas has really taken its winemaking quite seriously, to the point where even its cheaper wines have gained a certain degree of complexity. This is a Côte de Rhone villages. Like it's not even a proper like Grand Cru or anything like that. This is that complex. At this price, I feel like $15. Are you shitting me for this? Don't get me wrong. Alright, so this is my final say on this. To drink right bloody now, without a doubt, the triplet takes this. It beats it right now. Like as I'm talking to you, what would I rather drink today? Cheers. 100%. There's no left or right about it. The triplet would win this. But if I'm talking my capacity to invest my money and get it to stretch out as far as humanly possible in the longest period of time, it's worth investing in Rhone. Okay, most of the Australian market makes this stuff to drink now. I'm really, really impressed with this. So I'm gonna have to call this one a tie. As stupid as it sounds, I know it's not right to have a this versus that and have a tie. It's just inevitable. These are 2 master-crafted wines. Okay, those 2 regions understand the Shiraz very, very well and very intimately, and they craft it in their own unique way. Fresh and delightful and young versus made for the long game. Comes down to what kind of a wine drink you are. If you haven't got a cellar, go straight to Australia. If you have a cellar and you're very strapped for cash, because that is delightful, and it just needs a bit of age to just transform it into something exceptional. I'm grateful that I got 2 of them, so now I'm going to hold on to my other Bonpas. I'm going to hold it for about 2 or 3 years now, and then I'm going to taste it again. In fact, I might have to go back to the wine shop and buy another half dozen, because that is lovely. It's worth investing in. But I'm going to enjoy this right now. Cheers, guys. Join me tomorrow for the other heavy-duty player in the Australian wine industry. And we're going to fight against Bordeaux. Okay, the famous Bordeaux. I'm going to fuck with the Medoc. Yeah? So, I'm going to be pitting him against the Jim Barry vineyard. If you remember Jim Barry, that was a lovely vineyard that crafted the Cabernet Sauvignon that I opened up for my parents' anniversary. And you can check out my video on how to open up a fine aged wine. So stay tuned.